Welcome to this week's episode. After yesterday's crazy trip to Shibuya during their Halloween celebrations, we decided that we needed a chill day. Nicole found a little neighborhood off the beaten path known with the locals as a cool area to shop and eat, but it had a little surprise for us. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the little notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Let's go.
Craziness and madness of yesterday, we decided to take you to the extreme opposite and find you a very tranquil neighborhood to explore.
Yeah, that was a good idea you had this morning, because yesterday we got home and we were just so tired after pushing our way through the Shibuya crowds. It was really crazy yesterday for their Halloween celebrations that seemed to be going on, which was a bit of a surprise to us. Yeah. We thought that would be happening on Halloween. If you want to check out that video, I'll link it up here and you can go see that. We decided to come to an area called Kōenji, and this is supposed to be a quiet, hipsterish sort of neighborhood, lots of shops to explore and some cafes and restaurants. But little did we know, this weekend they are having a music festival. So the whole area around the train station is just crazy busy. Lots of bands are set up throughout the streets and they're just playing live music.
Loud, yeah, in all the streets.
It's kind of loud, so we kind of failed in our original intent of coming somewhere a little bit quieter.
It makes sense that it would come and bite us in the butt, because this town, or this neighborhood, is considered the birthplace of punk rock.
Really?
In Japan. Yes.
Yeah.
But again, we did not think the festival was happening.
We didn't even know about the festival.
No, we didn't know about the festival.
So we're gonna go and explore the festival then, instead of the quiet little streets. So let's get out there and see what we can find. As we were saying, there's a lot of live music to watch and a lot of cool shopping streets to check out. But you know us, first we have to eat. We weren't leaving lunch up to chance. I researched a spot that looks like it'll be very good. We're excited. Let's go check it out.
Are you enjoying the live music while in line?
Yeah, it's actually pretty entertaining, very lively. Whoever's singing is really good at getting the crowd going, has a good voice. So yeah, it's been nice to help pass the time in line here. We've come to a tempura restaurant with only 2 options on the menu and a very special item we'll show you in a bit.
It's been a little while since you've had lunch, but we wanted to do a recap on that amazing restaurant. It was super tiny in there, and we were literally sitting shoulder to shoulder. Literally my shoulder was touching a stranger's shoulder. So we couldn't talk too much about the food while we're there. But now that we're out and about, what did you think about the restaurant?
I thought it was amazing. Any restaurant that's that small and draws that kind of crowd and specializes in a cuisine like that has got to be doing something right, and they were definitely doing something right. I love that it was really small space, actually, and that we all kind of sat on the counter overlooking the kitchen.
Yeah.
And we got really lucky because we sat pretty much right in front of the chef where they were cooking up the tempura in their big vat of oil. So we got to watch how they do it and how he kind of dips the shrimp half into the flour, only 1/2, or cornstarch maybe, then into his batter, and then he just throws it into the oil.
It was like a show.
It was definitely
like
a show.
Meal and a show.
Yeah, when he cooked the egg, it was full on show because he totally hammed it up.
He did.
He played the like samurai or something, throwing the egg in the oil and then throwing batter on it, and he had all these moves. So yeah, he was a lot of fun.
It was really obvious that he loved his work. He was really into it, and he was so smiley at all his guests, which was really nice. Like, it was so busy that if I was behind the counter, I think I would look crazy and frantic, but he was focused, but at the same time, he made eye contact with everyone, and he really made me feel like I was a guest there.
Yeah, totally. He really seemed like he wanted us to have a good time. And they were very concerned about explaining to us the food when they were bringing it to you, because you had the set where they bring you it as they cook it.
Yeah.
I opted for the like on rice version, like the tendon kind of version. So it was kind of neat when they would bring out the food, they would explain to you what it was. They'd lay it down in front of you on your little plate with your special paper.
This is shrimp. Please choose one dipping sauce or salt.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, well, for the last week or two that we've been in Tokyo, I've gotten tempura takeout at the department stores a few times, and when I've eaten at home, I'm like, wow, this is really delicious, this is really good. But when I come to a store that specializes in tempura and with a chef that knows what he's doing, my God, it's another level. It's an art form.
Yeah.
Just a department store cannot compare.
I would hope not.
No,
yeah,
it's true.
poor guy. That would be a huge insult.
It's true. But price-wise and convenience-wise, the department store is necessary sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, for a department store, the food's usually pretty good.
It is.
But this restaurant really blew us away. And now would be a good time to point out what drew us to this restaurant and what they are known for, which is this deep fried egg. It's very unique, not something we've ever had before, a raw egg cooked as tempura. Not a pre-cooked egg coated in batter and then deep fried, a raw egg added directly to the hot oil. It's so special, it explains the show the chef puts on whenever he prepares them, and they are totally worth that special treatment. We both got one with our meals, mine was hiding in my tendon bowl. The egg was spectacular, nice and runny, soft and hot. Eating the egg itself was delicious, but once you were done, you had some amazing egg-coated rice to enjoy. All the food was spectacular, but we'd come here just for this egg. The information's down below if you want to go check it out if you're ever in this area.
Please do yourself a favor and check it out.
It would definitely be worth a visit out here to explore the neighborhood and just to eat here. Like, it was well worth a trip out for that. Yeah. So we are going to continue exploring and see what else we find in this music festival.
I have a new obsession.
Mascots?
Mascots! I love them!
Yeah, we just happened, well, we didn't happen, we hunted this out. I was looking through their booklet that they gave out at the train station for the festival, and I found a page of all the mascots that they're gonna have here on display, and we figured out how to get here. We had to ask a few people how to find this little park that they're hanging out in, and they are hilarious.
They are. It's like a tent, and every once in a while, a new mascot pops out and the old mascot goes away, and oh my God, they're hilarious.
Yeah, and whatever they're the mascots of, have tables all around the park. Yeah. So we are kind of clueless as to what the mascots are mascotting or representing. There you go. But they're a lot of fun. Just jumping in with them, waving. I think the crowd gets a kick out of seeing a big white guy excited about a mascot.
You know what's hilarious?
What?
Each mascot has its own chaperone.
Yeah, they all are chaperoned around the park. And some of them are kind of creepy looking. Like the acorn thing is kind of creepy, and there was one kid whose mom was trying to get him to go up and he was just bawling.
That thing is scary.
Yeah, his mustache is a little bit off-putting.
So the acorn is scary, and then the tomato was just like the worst.
Yeah, sorry, I'm looking past the camera because a new one just came out.
Oh.
That kind of looks like the guy with the hat from Curious George. We're gonna have to keep exploring these mascots. When you visit Japan, you'll start to clue into the fact that everything has a mascot. If you didn't know this before, next time you visit, keep an eye out and you'll start to see them everywhere. We clued into this several trips ago, which is why we were curious to come and see this mascot exhibition. The park is jammed. Everybody wants to see the mascots. It's such an important event that the mascots even have a posted schedule. As we mentioned, after the mascots are paraded around and forced to perform for the crowd, they're then sat down at their booth to promote whatever they are representing. Some mascots are very high quality, like this bear with a square head, while others are a little budget, and you can't help but feel a little bit sorry for them, like the tomato Nicole mentioned. All in all, we're having a lot of fun getting a glimpse into the world of Japanese mascots.
After all the fun and games of the Mascot Park, me and Mike decided to stop in and find some serenity at this beautiful temple that's just right across the street from the park.
Nicole saw the roof of this place from the park actually and said, hey look, there's a temple over there. So we decided to come in and take a quick look, and it is spectacular. The roof line of this place is really amazing and beautiful, and it's so quiet right now and tranquil. We're just gonna stroll around a little bit and take in the sights and then get back out there and explore what's going on with the festival.
What really strikes me about this temple is the super manicured lawns. They don't have a vast space, but what they do have, they've like manicured it to within an inch of its life. And Michael, you like the roof, right?
I do really like the roof line on this temple. There's so many little intricate details to check out. All the wood carving that you can see over the entryway and the front door there. And then up on the tile work, there's like foo dogs that are sort of on their front paws and their back paws are up in the air. It's just really beautiful craftsmanship in this temple. Quick update for you on this music festival that took us completely by surprise here. It centers around the train station, so as soon as you come out of the train station you'll see all the activity going on. There's actually volunteers there that are handing out booklets with listing all the things that are happening with maps and good information that will help you sort of navigate what's going on here. That's how we found the Mascot show, or whatever you would call that. Last year it drew over 200,000 people into the neighborhood, which is crazy. It's a lot of people in this little area. And this year there's over 200 shops and restaurants participating. There's all kinds of things to do. There's a stamp rally, as you would expect in Japan. You can go around to different stations and collect different stamps. They have pro wrestling. There's a big ring set up outside the train station. There's the mascots like we saw. There's all the live music. So there's lots of corners throughout the streets that are dedicated to live bands, and there'll be various bands coming through to play throughout the day. You can check out a lot of live shows. Definitely a lot of activity. Definitely the opposite of what we were trying to do today, which was find a quiet neighborhood to go and explore. But we totally do this again. It was a lot of fun so far, and we're looking forward to exploring it a little bit more today. Exploring all these cute streets has made us pretty hungry, so we decided to come to a donut shop that we heard about. Famous donut shop. This cute little shop here that we're sitting at now. We have some donuts in front of us, and I am really looking forward to chowing down on these and trying my matcha latte.
I'm excited too. Should we confess to the world what bad YouTubers we are?
Sure.
Well, this donut shop is very famous in its own right, but one of the reasons why it's so famous is that it makes these super cute donuts that everybody is Instagramming. We looked at the flavors that were on offer for the Instagrammable donuts, and then we looked at the flavors that we enjoyed. What did we pick?
What we enjoyed.
But we did film the Instagram-worthy one, so you can see what everybody's Instagramming.
They are really cool.
They are
and they
cool.
look pretty time-intensive to make.
Yeah, I think that's why they cost a lot more, because they look like they're little works of art and stuff. But the flavors were kind of like, and it was purple.
Yeah.
I don't want a purple donut,
but
guys.
They did have one that I was tempted at because it had a ghost on top, and it is almost Halloween, so that felt fitting, but I opted for my usual salted caramel. So let's give these a try. I'll try my salted caramel.
Mmm, looks cakey.
It is. The donut itself is very cakey. And the salted caramel icing, I'm going to say that the flavor's a little subtle, but it gives it a really nice moisture. Yeah, without the icing I would think it'd be a bit dry, but the icing kind of cuts through that. How's the chocolate?
It's like eating pound cake. It's like eating cake with a layer of frosting on top. So if you like your donuts light and fluffy, this is not the donut for you.
No, these are cakey donuts.
If you like your donuts like a really deep fried, like Krispy Kreme like, also not for you. But if you like a nice cake heavy donut, this is the donut for you.
Yeah, these are really good. I think we can appreciate any kind of donut. But yeah, these are really good cake donuts. All right, let's sit here and people watch for a bit. We're back. 2 updates, 3 updates for you. So the latte was really good. The matcha latte had a perfect bitterness that went really well with the sweet donut, paired really nicely, and it was nice and warm and kind of exactly what I felt like. 2, the lemon donut.
My God, what the heck, man? That donut was our spare donut. It turned out to be the star donut.
It was, yeah, that lemon was a very strong, very good lemony flavor. 3rd update. We were sitting here enjoying our donuts, just people watching, and Nicole pointed out, hey, there's a shrine over there. And there's this cute little shrine on the corner, surrounded by all these buildings and all this activity. And
you would not notice it. Like,
yeah, I totally missed it. Yeah, good thing you pointed it out to me. So this was a very successful donut stop.
This donut was very puny looking, but it was very filling somehow.
It packed a wallop.
Yeah, usually I find that when I have meals here, I go away slightly hungry, and when I saw this puny little donut, I'm like, please. But no, it's sitting in my belly quite well.
Yeah. If you're interested in trying these donuts and you're in Tokyo and you want to come out to a quiet little neighborhood, which will likely be quiet when you come, unless you come on the exact same weekend we came and hit this festival, then look in the links down below. On the main street here is a pachinko parlor, and if you don't know what pachinko is, it's kind of like gambling without gambling. There's a very kind of complicated thing to explain about how they make it not gambling, but it's basically gambling. And they have like slot machines and different games where you can go in here and try to win little balls is usually what their currency is, unless they've been updated and now it's all electronic. But one of the crazy things about these pachinko parlors is the sound in there. So we're out on the street and it's really muffled, but check out what happens when Nicole opens the door. The sound just invades the street outside. It's so loud in there. But not only that, the smoke just comes wafting out. Here she comes back out. It's crazy. I want to go in there and try and play it one day, but right now we're trying to get home, so we're gonna pass. But just insane. Let's just check in with Nicole and see how that experience was for her.
YouTube, I hope you appreciate me sacrificing myself and going in there. It was deafening. I was in there for like 30 seconds. My ears hurt, my eyes and nose got clogged up from all the smoke, and not to mention everybody in there looked like zombies playing their little pachinko machines. I can see why other Tokyoites would leave their neighborhoods to come and shop and hang out in this neighborhood.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's really laid back and has a very high hipster vibe.
Big time.
Yeah, you can see that this must have been an older neighborhood that got regentrified by the hipsters, as they do, coming in and bringing life back into a neighborhood. Because a lot of the shops just scream hipsterish.
They do,
Like the coffee shops, the cafes, some of the restaurants.
The artsy fartsy shops.
Yeah, the
vintage shops.
Vintage shops, yeah, we saw a bunch of that.
The prices reflect the hipsterness too.
Yeah, the prices on those shops. But then the street we were just walking on, where we had stopped to have the donuts, just feels like a very local based shopping street.
Yeah.
Like they have just common household type of stuff, like hardware stores and appliance stores, flower shops, groceries, like all that kind of stuff that you would just need for home is here. Yeah. Unlike the street we went to a couple days ago near Ueno Station, which you can find at this link up here, this one feels more for locals, whereas that one felt more for tourists nowadays.
Yeah.
So you can definitely come here if you want to sort of get off the beaten path, get away from the rest of the tourists, and get a little bit of a more local Tokyo feeling vibe.
Yeah, I was so totally could hang out here for a couple more hours, but we are losing light and you have to work tomorrow.
Yeah. So we're gonna probably just head back to the station and go home and maybe have dinner at home today.
Yeah,
maybe pick up a few things here at one of these grocery stores and then go home and relax. So we hope you enjoyed the day with us, coming to what was supposed to be a more chill and quiet neighborhood. It's just ridiculous that we managed to come here on the second day of their festival. But we got to see those mascots.
Yeah, I think
that was amazing.
We really lucked out in that way.
All right, so thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching this week's episode. We hope you enjoyed discovering Kōenji with us. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that little notification bell so you don't miss any future episodes. We'll see you next week.